It's been a while since I was able to hit the road and do any sort of trip, as I was anxiously waiting for the day when this one was old enough to join me. The weather was perfect, and it was time to pack up the Jeep, head up above the clouds, and let this one experience camping for the first time. What started out was a little bit of apprehension as the road changed from pavement to dirt. The crowds thinned, the air cooled, but I knew as soon as she got out of the Jeep, she was gonna love it. This is a video showing River's first camping trip and my attempt at photography along the way. I hope you enjoy it as I try to balance photography, hiking, camping, and an excited, energetic little pup on her first weekend in the woods.
Yeah, get your drink. Here. All right, all set. Well, welcome back everybody. It's been a while since I've made a video. Life has been a little busy, and I added this new travel companion to our family. So I'd like to introduce you all to River. River will be joining me on probably many of my hiking, camping, photography outings from this point forward, now that she is old enough. So she's excited, and it looks like we might have a decent night tonight for some photography. It's really quiet, and we are the only two here in the campsite. So it's gonna be a fun night, and we're gonna see how this little one does on her first camping and photography adventure. So with that, I'm gonna close up our quarters for this evening, go get us set up for some dinner. So we're having lots of fun so far. What do you think, little one? Are you having fun? Yeah, good girl. I'm gonna finish my dinner quickly, and I will catch you in a minute when we head down to the lake. So unfortunately, we did strike out at the pond right over this way just a moment ago. The light's really flat, and all of those low-hanging clouds that you can see just overhead over this way are just scraping the top of the mountains, but they're not actually settling down into this valley where the pond is. Plus, the little one was cold, so she's got her Southern California blood, where anything less than 65 and she starts to shiver. So I brought her in there to get warm for a little. Sweet girl. And I did find one potential image composition that I like. There's a little bit of a gorge off in the distance where the low-hanging clouds are funneling through. So this is the image that I have set up, and you can see, actually, this is perfect. These low-hanging clouds just keep drifting through this scene in the distance, and depending on how much cloud cover breaks through and where, it separates these pine trees really nicely. They are staggered distances apart, but from right here it doesn't quite look like it because it seems very one-dimensional. But I'm waiting for the right moment when we get a lot of fog drifting through all different layers of this image, separating the different pine trees, kind of just like this. And I'm set at f10 ISO 100, and as soon as we get the right moment, this actually looks like a pretty good one here, so I'm gonna get this image. And I'm not entirely sure if I'll leave this one as is, or if maybe it makes sense to have it be a black and white image, because there's not a ton of color anyway. It's fairly gray off in that direction. So I'm going to take a few more different variations of this scene, let the little one get warmed up, and I will post the final image right now. Let me know what you think. Baby, you ready to go back? Yeah, good girl. You've been really good. Good girl. Let's go get set up for tonight. Let's go camping. River and I are calling it an early night. It's a little after 7:45, so we hopefully are going to get some good sleep. Be up before sunrise, and hopefully some of those low-hanging clouds that I just photographed this evening will kind of settle down in over the pond or lake and give us some real nice mist atmospheric conditions. So you can see over this way. I don't know if she'll show up. If I angle the light. There she is. The little girl is all tucked in and ready for bed. We had a very fun first day camping. Definitely a lot of fun, and she's doing great. So I'm excited and looking forward to tomorrow morning. So this morning's not exactly the best for hiking and photography. It's pretty cold and damp, so I'm not going to subject the little one to that. You can tell she's already not very happy that I'm leaving. So instead I found this scene.
And with that, my video work for this trip came to an abrupt end. The temperature had dipped down to the mid-30s, rendering all of my batteries dead. But thankfully, I had just enough power in the 5DSR to capture this final image before we hit the road to go home. The light broke through a small crease off in the distance, illuminating the fog as it laid draped across the same bundle of pine trees that I was able to photograph the night before. On the way out, I was able to take some cell phone video of the road and one happy little camper. The conditions were perfect, and I even came across this scene, one that I had driven past the night before and didn't even think to stop and photograph. It was an old growth tree branching out from a bundle of rocks, just sitting alongside the road near where we camped just a few hours before. I was amazed at the size and shape, wondering how old it must be and how many other campers had come and gone and seen this exact same tree over the years. On our way home, there was even some turkeys wandering across the street as the sun lit up the clouds off to the side, while my hunting dog companion slept right next to me, blissfully unaware. She was tired and ready to go home, so down the mountain we went, back to the coast. Thanks as always for watching. I hope you enjoyed this abbreviated trip to the mountains with me and River, and I look forward to seeing you again in the next one.